This old guy DIY video has to do with the final solution for keeping mice out of the garage or barn. Actually, it doesn't keep them out, just kills them once they get there. So a friend recently bought a property that's on the edge of the woods. There's woods about 50 feet from the garage, and she had a continual battle with mice. So as I was helping her, we started out with trusty dusty Victor trap. Since some of those things would actually eat the bait off, I took the trap and hot melt glued a little pistachio nut to the end, and I put peanut butter in that thing so when it's warm the peanut butter doesn't run away. And it's been pretty deadly. When the mice happen to run into it, it gets them. Then I went on to the higher volume Victor tin cat. You know, this thing you just put along the edge of the garage, and the sliggers come in from both sides, and it's baited with a Ritz cracker and some peanut butter and some sunflower seeds. Nothing's gone in that one in the 3 months it's been out here. And then the real killer is this one. I took a container from Black Forest ham from Sam's Club, and I cut a corner out here and I cut the corner out there, so when it's set against the wall, if that metal thing is the wall, I set it like that, so Mr. Mouse wants to come in here and go out there. Well, he's just running along the wall as his nightly deal. But it started out with some black cat pellets in there, and then I went online and I saw a couple of videos about guys that were catching and killing mice with a 50-50 mix of flour and Arm & Hammer baking soda. Now when I made this stuff, I followed the recipe of 50% flour, 50% Arm & Hammer baking soda. And the article I read said particularly rats really love chocolate. So I don't have any rats that I'm aware of for her application here. But I figured if rats like chocolate, mice might like chocolate. So I threw in a little bit of hot chocolate powder just for the heck of it, and it seems to do the job. And I just mixed it up in a little container like this that hadn't had the corners cut out. And I just mixed it thoroughly, and then I went around. I've got 4 different bait stations. So I dump the stuff in the bait stations and I go back and check it about every 2 weeks. So I made that mix up, and I did very similar to what the guy whose video I watched was. First I put a pile in here and I had a little track around there. The first night, this whole thing was almost eaten out. The second night I had refilled it and you could see a few tracks and tail drag marks. And by the third night there was no evidence of activity. So anyway, it's been about 3 months since I put this stuff out. There was only one occasion when the mice actually ate a new hole under the rubber insulation in the garage door where I saw mouse tracks in here. And then a day later, found a dead mouse laying on the other side of the garage. But as I understand it, the way it works is the baking soda gets inside the mouse. He likes the taste of flour, doesn't know the baking soda is there. He eats the stuff, and the mouse doesn't have any mechanism that allows him to fart or belch. So apparently the gas causes him problems, and it leads to his demise. I'm not sure exactly where he goes or what he does, but this technique has certainly minimized the occurrence of mice in the garage and barn on this friend's property. So it's a cheap, easy option. You may want to give it a try, and I hope this video helps you. Have a great day.